So our topic of discussion is today decision making. So in every business, every activity of management is based on decision. Every activity of management is based on decision. So decision making is the most important part in managerial job. So managers are always asked or to take the efficient decision or the perfect decision depending upon the situation. Whatever may be the situation, that means the situation has to be controlled, has to be tackled, has to be managed in making appropriate decision. Where this, so decision making is the main objective in managerial job. If you are a good decision maker, your organization will run smoothly. If you are not a good decision maker, your job won't be performed properly. Let me give you one example. Suppose production department, the marketing department has taken place the order in the market, and the marketing department placed order to the production department through the CEO or the managing director, whatever, that yes, next month 5 quintals of a product has to be delivered in the market. So 5 quintals of the product has to be delivered in the market. So to produce that 5 quintals of that product, you need to have the raw materials, you need to have the sufficient laborers, those who will handle the machinery, and also you need to have the organizational setup, machineries, etc., the machineries, production capacity and all. Let's take an example. If we are concerned, if your organization supports everything, suppose these laborers you have and machineries, that production capacity, also the machinery you have is possible to produce 5 quintals, so that it will not be a problem to produce 5 quintals. But the problem is now to procure the raw materials. So first you have identified the raw material. You have done already the market research. In market research, you have found out you need to produce the qualitative product. Otherwise, your product will not be sold out in the local market or where in the market where you want to sell. Since your customers, targeted customers, are the elite class customers, therefore price of the product is not the matter to those customers. They are bothered. They want the good quality product. Otherwise, you will not be able to compete your competitors, or you will not be able to grab the market. So therefore, you need to produce qualitative product. To produce the qualitative product, you need to get the right kind of raw materials at right time. What is called JIT, just in time, because you don't want to store those raw materials because their storage value is there, storage cost is there. So for that, the cost of this price of the product will be more, and then so you want to follow the JIT, means just in time. At the time you will prepare the product, at the time you will produce the product, that time only you want to procure, you want to purchase from the market, and that must maintain the good quality. Otherwise, the qualitative products will not be able to produce, and your targeted customers will not purchase that. Whether it is even if it is a high price, then customers are not bothered. So your problem is to procure good quality of product and to produce 5 quintals of the product. So this is the problem. So you have identified the problem. According to your identification, you will make the objective function. What is your objective function? Your objective function is to produce 5 quintals of product of right quality, good quality. So this is your objective function. The objective functions also you have generated. You have generated the objective functions. Next, what you will do after generation of the objective function? After generation of objective function, you will derive the constants. What are the constants you have? after generation of after framing the objective function, hello, you are getting my voice? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So after framing the objective function, you need to find out the constants. What are the constants this particular market is having to procure the correct right quality of raw materials. So the maybe the inavailability of good quality of raw materials. The good quality of raw materials are not available in the local market. So you need to buy from the market which is far away from your plant. So there will be one carrying cost. There will be carrying cost that will also be added as the cost of production, and then that will again increase the price of the commodity. So those are the factors you have to then after that right kind of manpower you need to hire, say laborers. You need to hire that laborers must have the must have the efficiency to produce good quality
Yes, sir.
product.
Right man at the right job,
Yes.
right
So
time. Yes.
yes, that is called JIT. So those are the things you need to manage. Those are the constants. Again, there may be threat also. Your competitors are threatening, so that because competitor knows that if you are in the market, automatically the total market will be shared between the between or among the producers, among different producers of the same product. Therefore, then the competitors' threat may also come by means of directly by the competitors or by means of the political leaders or political threats. So, being a manager, you have to handle all those constants. All those constants you need to manage. Subject to that constants, you need to fulfill the objective function. If those constants are managed properly, if you are able to fulfill your objective function properly, then you will be treated as the efficient manager. In that case, you will be framing the decision model. With the help of different decision variables. I said last class, decision variables may be raw materials, maybe the efficient handling of the laborers, maybe the price of the commodity, maybe the cost of production. Those are decision variables, and the number of inputs required to produce 1 unit of output. So those are the decision variables. How you are handling those decision variables, and then how you are framing the decision model, and how you are fulfilling the objective function subject to the constants. If you are able to handle those, and you are able to optimize your objective function perfectly, efficiently, then you are the good decision maker, then you are the good manager in an organization. You will be treated, and your salary will not be the constant for the entrepreneurs to give you, so you will get the salary. So now here, how so far what we have discussed, the optimization. So optimization technique is most important part of a manager. Optimization is already included. The chapter optimization is included in your this BBA third semester. So I shall be teaching you their mathematical part is there. There are different optimization techniques are there. You will know that when I shall teach. So here optimization. What does optimization mean? I already said, you also said, optimization refers to either minimization or maximization as per the area of operation, whatever is the requirement. If you are concerned, if your objective function is about the profit function, then you need to maximize the profit. So the optimization of profit means the maximization of profit. If your objective function is the cost function, then you need to minimize cost. So optimization of cost is the minimization of cost. So optimization refers to either minimization, whichever is applicable. So optimization refer in case of profit, maximization of profit, then profit function will be the objective function, and then you need to maximize the profit so that your objective function will be fulfilled, and you will be able to find out at what level of outputs then profit of that product will be maximized. How much amount of the output you need to produce so that the profit of the profit of the entrepreneur will be maximized. Similarly, if your objective function is the cost function, minimize the cost, you need to minimize the cost, then you will be able to, after solving this this model of this optimization technique or the operations model, then you will be able to find out at what level of cost will be minimized. Then suppose suppose there are two inputs required, x1 equal to, for x1 and x2 are the inputs. Actually now I am not using this so that you will be confused. You will know when I shall be teaching that chapter. So at what level of output you should produce so that the cost of production will be minimized. So if cost of production is minimized, then objective function is fulfilled, because objective function is the cost function, and we know optimization of cost is the minimization of cost. So maximization and minimization together is expressed in a word optimization, where as per its area of application. Therefore, optimization is an important part of decision making. Being a manager, you need to optimize the objective function. So far what I have said, there only I said decision making is a vital part. Of managerial job. So being a manager has to decide effectively, efficiently, so that the objective of the entrepreneur, objective of the enterprise is fulfilled. What is the objective function? Objective function may be the maximization of a function or maybe the minimization of a function. Which case it becomes the maximization of a function? If your objective function is the revenue function, if your objective function is the profit function, then always entrepreneur or the manager will try to maximize the sales revenue or will try to maximize the profit, because every entrepreneur, every manager wants to get more profit, and profit will be more if your revenue is more, means you are able to sell more. So sales revenue has also to be maximized, then only the profit can be maximized. So in case of revenue function or profit function, this objective function becomes the optimization. Optimization means the maximization function. And whenever you are concerned about cost of production, always every entrepreneur or the manager wants to minimize the cost of production. Obviously, quality has to be maintained, keeping the quality in a certain level as per the target of the customer. So every enterprise, every manager wants to minimize the cost function. So cost function, if the objective function is a cost function, that has to be minimized. So minimization and maximization is together called objective function. Optimization of function. So the decision making actually includes or has different features. It is goal oriented, because you frame an objective. It is the goal of the enterprise, or goal of the organization. So the objective is nothing but the goal. That goal has to be achieved. Decision making, like any other management process, is goal oriented. Freedom to choice. There are many alternatives. Out of different alternatives, you need to choose only one which will fit to your objective function, which will optimize your objective function. There will be many alternatives. There are different types of raw materials available in the market. Good quality, bad quality, or quality 1, quality 2, quality 2, 3. There are 5, 6 qualities of raw materials are available. You have already done the market research. You know at what price, what type of raw materials can be purchased. Accordingly, you choose and sell in the market. So out of many alternatives, you will choose one which will fulfill your objective function. Is called the freedom to choice. You will have freedom to choose alternative, to choose only one course of action among many alternatives. If there is alternative function, then only you will be able to get to choose. Otherwise, decision making will not be done perfectly if there is no alternative. because we will come afterwards, you will know there are different situations under which a manager goes or takes decision or make a decision. There are certainty, there are uncertainty, there are risky. So risk, situation of risk will be there, situation of uncertainty will be there, and certainty will be there. So certainty means there is no alternative, sure gain will be achieved. So it is known to the manager the gain will be achieved. So there is certainty. There is uncertainty. Situation is totally uncertain. Whether you will be able to achieve profit or not is totally uncertain. Totally uncertain. So in the situation of uncertainty, the manager has to take decision, has to decide. Then if the in uncertain situation, if the manager is able to achieve the goal, then he is the perfect manager, because he has taken the right decision, chosen the right decision to make to fulfill the objective function. That is why he is an efficient manager, because of his experience. Next one is risky situation. Yes, your gain will be achieved, there is no doubt, but you need to take risk. You need to take risk. If I give you the example of certainty, uncertainty, and risky situation, let's take an example. Say, say in post office, you will find there are different schemes. Kisan Vikas Patro, Indira Vikas Patro, there are different schemes. So if you purchase, being a investor, for example, you have small savings. You want to invest in the market. Where you will be investing? The alternatives are post office. Alternatives are in different mutual funds or some other risky situations, stock markets and all risky situations. And there are some other situations where uncertain this stock market and all, where you are trading. So risk and uncertainty come side by side. They run side by side. They go side by side. But certainty is completely different. If you buy that Kisan Vikas Patro, India Vikas Patro, or policy, different policies offered by the post office, then what will happen? You, after a maturity period, after the maturity period, or in the bank also there are fixed deposits are there. After the certain years, you will achieve or your money will be double. After 10 years or 12 years, your money will be double. So here the gain is sure, is known to the investor. After 10 years or 12 years, his 10,000 will be the 20,000. It is known. Outcome is known. Result is known to the investor. When the result is known to the investor, then it becomes easier for the decision maker. It becomes easier for the decision maker to take decision. Yes, after 10 years or after 12 years, 10,000 will be 20,000. So it is easier. So you decide whether you will, after 10 years you want to get 20,000, or before that you want to get 20,000. If you know that yes, after 10 years also if you get 20,000, there is no problem, then you need not go for the uncertainty situation or the risky situation. You take decision in certain situation. So you invest your
Yes, sir.
money.
In the last semester, you taught about the risky three kind of
Yes,
people,
yes,
that
yes,
who
yes.
wants that 100% to be deposited in
Yes,
the government based like bank, post
yes,
office, then 50% another kind of category spends 50% in mutual funds and 50% in banks or post office, and another third
so
category is of total risk, 100% in the
yes.
mutual fund or debentures like kind of.
So the situation is certain situation wherein you are taking the decision, and other two are uncertain or risky situation. There risky situation, if you take risk, there are more chances more to get gain, but there are chances to lose also. Uncertainty situation also similar to the risky situation, but there are of the area of application. In terms of area of application, there are differences. So the manager takes decision in the situation of certainty, situation of uncertainty, and situation of risk. But there are many alternatives. Alternatives are post office, alternatives are stock markets, and alternatives are different uncertain situation, whether price will increase, decrease, situation. So out of those alternatives, you have to choose only one, being a efficient manager. So judgmental sometimes becomes emotional also. Emotionally, sometimes the managers make decision. But you see, those are the different situations in which managers decide, in which manager decides and take decisions. Sometimes there is gain, sometimes there is a loss. Those occurs. In the organizational setup. Accordingly, you are treated, whether you are the efficient manager or not. Then decision making, there are different theories of decision making. Mostly there are three theories which we find are the marginal theory, are the mathematical theory, are the behavioral theory. So what is marginal theory? If you can recall the first semester, what I have taught you, the firm always maximize profit when marginal cost is equal to marginal revenue. Marginal cost is equal to marginal revenue. Here also, so profit is maximized and the firm reaches into the equilibrium position. You have studied MC equal to MR and MC cuts MR from below. But here MC cuts MR is obviously there when we will draw the cost function and the equilibrium condition of the firm. Actually, as per marginal theory says profit will be maximized. Profit will be maximized at the position where marginal cost is equal to the marginal revenue. So that is marginal theory. This theory is known to all of you. You have studied in your first semester also. This is one of the approaches through which manager can make decision or take decision. But being a manager in real situation, you don't think that if I learn only one theory, through that theory I will be able to make decision. No, it is not always possible. Suppose the situation or the situation in which you are working or your working environment, you are unable to derive the marginal revenue and the marginal cost curve. How will you know at what level marginal revenue is maximized and at what level marginal cost means cost is minimized? So at the level of maximization of revenue and the minimization of cost, you know that your this revenue and cost curve will be equal to each other. So in that position, you will determine the equilibrium position. Accordingly, the price will be fixed and the equilibrium quantity will be determined. No, it may not permit always in every environment or the every decision making or every decision making situation of the firm or the enterprise. So depending upon different environmental setup, you need to take decision. So this is about the marginal theory. Marginal theory says the profit will be maximized at the level where marginal revenue is equal to marginal cost. Then most popular and the important theory is the mathematical theory or the mathematical model. Already I have explained to you. The mathematical model is the most popular model through which most of the manager try to make a decision in organizational setup, whatever means depending upon the different environmental situation. What is mathematical model? Mathematical model says first you will try to find out the problem. Where is your problem? Problem is to fix the objective function. The objective function of what objective you want to fix? Maximization of profit. If maximization of profit, you would derive a mathematical equation, the maximization of profit function. Now you are learning theoretically in MBA level or optimization function also in third semester. There is little bit that also I will teach you. There you will know how to derive the objective function. Once the objective functions are known, has been derived, then you need to find out the constants. What are the barriers are there? What are the constants are there to fulfill the objective function? That is also written. Then after that you have to try to maximize if the objective function is profit function or the sales revenue function. Then you have to maximize the objective function using different operations model, the operations research model. There are different types of operation research model. You will study the optimization technique using the marginal cost and marginal revenue theory, and you will study the linear programming problem. There are different methods to solve the linear programming problem. So that is another technique of fulfilling the objective function. Then the game theory is there. So depending upon the situations in which you are working, in which situation you need to take decision, then different mathematical model simulation technique is there. Different mathematical queuing problem is there. Different mathematical models are set up, framed, and depending upon the objective constraints are framed accordingly, the objective function is fulfilled. But remember, if the objective function is the profit function or the revenue function, then the objective function has to be maximized. So the maximization of a function, and if the function is the cost function, objective function, in that case you need to minimize the cost. So your objective function is the minimization of cost. Whether it is minimization or maximization, it is called together optimization. So being a manager, you need to optimize the objective function through framing different mathematical model. And what type of mathematical model will be framed or developed depends upon what is the nature of the business, in which environment you are working and you are taking the decision. And the third theory is the decision making. Theory of decision making is the behavioral theory. Behavioral theory is also little bit similar logically to the mathematical model. But here, this is what in mathematical model, what you can prove, you can justify through solving the mathematical equations or the mathematical techniques. But here, those justification will be done through logically. So logical technique, recognition of the problem. In case of the mathematical model also, I said you need to identify the problem. Here you are recognizing the problem, you are analyzing the problem with your team members, your total marketing team, production team, finance team. So there are different teams. Being a managing director, you are calling meeting and you are analyzing the problem, you are studying the problem, and you are finding out different alternatives from the members, those who are in your team. And from there you are selecting the best out of many, best solution out of many. So it is type of emotional, type of behavior of all the team members are involved here. And lastly, you are taking decision. This is the behavioral model of decision making. This is the behavioral model of decision making. So mainly those three theories of decision making you will be studying, and then certainty, uncertainty, risk, the situation where in which you are working or making decision, that will be studying, and then framing the objective function and optimizing the objective function would be the task of decision making. So being a manager, you need to take decision. So decision making is the most important part of managerial job, and for that the environment where you are working, whether it is risky, whether it is certain, whether it is uncertain, where you are working or where you are making the decision, and the different theories, marginal theory, mathematical theory, and the behavioral theory, those you will be studying. And most popular mathematical theory, you need to explain the objective function and how to fulfill the objective function subject to certain constraints. So with the restrictions, with the constraints, you need to fulfill the objective function subject to different constraints. That's all about decision making introduction. Introduction already I have given last class, and today I have explained what is decision making, how decision making is important for a managerial job, and the situations you will be working in, certainty, uncertainty, and risk, and different theories of decision making. Thank you.